G'day gamers! Ranger Tony here, back with something a little different. So first of all, any of you who are watching this live, you will notice I am on YouTube, not on Twitch. Just decided to try something different. Twitch is a little bit easier to stream on in some ways, but I wanted to give YouTube a try again. It's been a few years. I did try very briefly. I've got to say it's about 3 years ago that I tried streaming briefly on YouTube. But I thought I'll give it a go today. We'll see what happens. I might not do any more. I might do for a while. We will see. But I wanted to give it a go. And we're going to be playing something a little bit different. I watched a video the other day by someone who I do not remember. And it was a list of Skyrim-like games, and I'm always on the lookout for something like that. I'm really in a first-person sort of mood a lot, and single-player, solo, I'm a little bit over having to build multiple. Like the reason why I haven't played much more of things like Solistar, Baldur's Gate 3. Any of those sorts of games is I've got to build an entire party, and I just want to concentrate on me. I don't want to concentrate on the entire party. So anyway, this video had a lot of suggestions of games, and I have several of them, and this was one of them, Two Worlds. Look, it's not the greatest game ever made. I've got, as you can see, about 130 hours in it. I've played around a lot, and I'm always finding out something new. The manual is terrible. Well, not terrible, but it's not great either. And there's not a lot of information on online wikis about this. There's a total of 4 mods on Nexus Mods for this game. One is the mod manager, and then 2 of the mods are basically the same mod. It's just one is a simple version of it and one is a way more advanced version of it. And they're just, basically those other 3 mods are just attempts to retexture the game to make it look better. Quite frankly, I think it looks all right. It doesn't look like terrible. But, you know, I don't think games like Neverwinter Nights looked all that bad, really, even though it, you know, is very angular and blocky and all the rest. So, anyway, yeah, I wanted to give this a go. And I've been, if you've watched my playthroughs of late, I'm very much in a mage, magic user, wizard, whatever you want to call me, type of mood. And so I wanted to play this like that, which I hadn't really done before. I've played this as an archer. I've played this as like a two-handed warrior. Not all the way through. One of the big problems with this game that I have is that the main quest line, well, you'll see, but you start off, there's a couple of things you do very close to where you start the game that progress the main quest line, and then the next thing you have to do is, like, the map is very large north to south, not very large east to west, but very large north to south. You've got to go all this way south, and if you try and do that, the enemies get progressively harder very, very quickly the further south you go. So it's a game where you have to do side quests to get your levels up so that you can continue to do the main quest line. You can't just say, I'm going to do the main quest line and just power on through. You will not survive. And even more importantly, what I found out from this video that I saw the other day was that there's actually some quests you can do. I don't know which ones they are, but there are some quests that you can do, side quests, which will break the main quest line if you do them before, you know, a certain point in the main quest line. So, got to be a little bit careful there. But I have explored a lot of the map in other, you know, in those 130 hours that I've played through. as various different types of characters. I've done a few hours, 5 or 6 maybe, testing things out as a mage, and even learnt some new stuff just this morning, just like a couple of hours ago, which really changed my mind on how to play the mage because, I'll explain it all when we get into the game. So let's get in and have a look and see what we think. There is a bit of an intro movie. I'm going to let that play. I'm going to turn the volume of that up a touch. And I will probably even get rid of my face, and we'll just watch that, and we'll come back when it's time to do some more. Let's have a look.
The death of Azeral, the god of the orcs, put an end to the advance of his hordes through Antalor. Crushed by their defeat, the invaders fled south to mourn their leader. The victors refused to surrender Azeral's corpse to the orcs, swiftly sealing it for eternity in a magical casket. With the death of Azeral, the continent became infested with the taint. And there came a strange new magic to the land.
All right. I've deleted all my old saves. Let's just dive on in. To me, the character editor is pretty useless. As it is in a lot of games, really. There's no point. This game is not first person, it is third person. I know I said I'm really into first person games, but at least you just play yourself. But yeah, you can't pick a class. It's very Skyrim in that you just start. One of the mods that I did mention before, the more advanced mod, which was a major overhaul, apparently added races so that you could start as a dwarf or an elf or the human or a female for that fact, which you cannot do here. Yeah, no, you can't. I don't even know why that says male body there. There's no option to change it. I'm going to leave the difficulty level on medium. I've been playing on that for a while now, and it's not particularly hard. So let's just start.
Why did you not tell me? You will bleed to death.
'Tis just a flesh wound. We must ride on.
You passed out. This wound may become infected if I do not see to it.
Let us go on. Please.
Hush. They will not find us in such a storm as this. You must rest. So you thought you could escape me?
'Tis probably him. Run. Tell the village elder.
Where can I find the village elder?
Are you that bounty hunter? Not many of you left in Talmont, eh?
Aye. Look upon a rarity while you can, for I shall be gone soon.
The village elder will be here directly. They have found another body.
I shall wait.
Your sister is alive. Be in Talmont during the second week of harvest. Wait for us there. We will find you. Be patient, and no one will be harmed.
'Tis the harvest season here now.
The harvest will be bountiful this year. Sadly, not all will be able to rejoice with us.
Good day to you. Are you the village elder? I have heard of these bodies. Where did this take place?
We found the bodies near the ruins to the north of here. 2 people are still missing.
Did you look in the ruins?
Nay, too many have died already. 'Tis an accursed place, that is.
I shall need a guide. I want to be there before sunset.
As you wish. Though 'twill be wiser to wait until dawn.
I do not have sufficient time.
I'll go no further than this. Go straight down to the gates there.
Do you fear this place so much?
We're peasants, not soldiers. Since the dwarves went north, 'tis only gnomes that visit this temple.
Return to the village. You have done your part.
G'day, Platter, is it? Peter? I can't see if that's an L. Yeah, Platter. The manual is still available as a PDF. It actually, if I just briefly switch over to here, when you buy the game under Steam, you get a link to the manual, and yeah, it is pretty significant. Lots of pages, lots of information, but there's also lots of information that really isn't laid out very well, not explained very well in that. Back to the game. I didn't particularly like some of the key combinations interacting with everything that was supposed to be spacebar, which I swapped to E, being used to that from other games. I'm also going to switch that over to there. Now, Magic is the main reason I'm playing this, and there is a strange little thing with this game in Magic. You still have the physical discs. Wow, I got rid of all my physical media several years ago now. But yeah, so Magic is what I'm wanting to play a Magic character in this, and there is this weird thing with Magic. So all of the spells that you have are these cards. So that's a water an air spell. If I take that away, it'll go to there. And that's a fire spell. They're the 2 spells I have access to at the moment. Now you have this little bar across here. There's actually 4 bars. F7, F8, F9, and F10. The bizarre thing is, you cannot change this bar, really, F7. But you can F8, F9, and F10. So, also with Magic, there's only 3 active spells at any one time. And what you have to do, what I have worked out you have to do is, you have whatever this here is set on. So I'm actually going to move, it won't let me do that while we're in this. Let me just, which one? I thought it was X. Let me check in the options here, the settings, keyboard. Yeah, select next command is X. Oh, I've got to put things in there. Hang on. So what we're going to do is we're going to load up these 3 spells. Well, we're not actually going to load them up because we've only got 2 spells that we can put anywhere. So that's Firebolt. As I said, simple fire missile does 50 points of damage. That's okay. We're going to put that, sorry, you click on it so that it's highlighted. You might just be able to see the little line above and below. And then I hit number 1. Why is that? Something funny is going on. That's not being set. Oh, no, I got to put my mouse over it. That's what I have to do. Right. So I'm going to have the fireball on number 1. Number 8 is going to be the heal. Why? Well, because it was always that on F7, on this menu bar, the third, it was always 1, 2, and 3 with the 3 spells. So I'm used to hitting F8 for my heal. And that spell is always going to be my healing spell. And we're going to set it so that that ring around that spell is accessed via your right mouse button. Okay, so we're going to do that. What I also want to do on F8, F8 is going to basically become my main active bar from now on, because I don't want any of the other stuff that's on F7. I'm not going to be using traps. I'm not going to be sneaking. I'm not going to go into defensive mode. None of that sort of stuff. So I don't care about any of that. So we're going to stay on F8.
Interesting company.
Now there's auto aiming with magic. I've got that turned on. Mostly because trying to aim in third person like this in this game is very hard. I did do a bit of a playthrough off, not on camera, where I tried to play as an archer without having auto aim turned on for bows. And these are in the options. You can go down to settings, interface, bow auto aiming, magic auto aiming. If you don't have magic auto aiming turned on, you won't hit anything. Even with auto aiming turned on, you may not hit a lot of things. Okay, there's a torch there. Don't really want it, but we'll take it anyway. I am going to be doing some save scumming whenever it comes to opening chests. Why? Well, I don't want to be putting a hell of a lot of points into lockpicking. I will be putting some, but I don't want to be putting a lot in. And in the early parts of this game, you have access to very few lockpicks. So I only have 3 lockpicks here. There are 2 chests in this room. If I can't get into them, I can't get what's out of them, and I want everything out of them. So I'm doing a quick save before I do any locks. And see, that broke a lockpick. That's not good. So let's reload. There we go. We got in. Now, we do get another lockpick here, but again, as I said earlier, there's just so few lockpicks. Did I loot these bodies? I think I did. I just wasn't showing. I wasn't pointing out what I was doing. Of course I did. That's where I got this quarterstaff from. Oh, push. Okay. I have not used the push spell yet, and I won't be able to use it straight away because it is a higher level air spell right there. It requires me to be level 3. I don't know. I've played enough to know that I really like the fire magic and not much else. There are some really good spells in fire magic, Looking through the others, you've got air magic, which has a combination of mostly lightning stuff and like telekinesis to push things away. You got water, which is cold-based stuff, and I think some freezers to stop people from moving. Earth, nothing offensive. Well, there's no like, hurling boulders at people or anything like that. But there are a lot of what sometimes are called roots, and things like that. So there's a lot of spells that hinder and stop your opponent. And then there's necromancy, which you really shouldn't use, and you can't actually, well, you can learn, but it takes a bit to learn it. There is one person that can teach it that I've found so far in the game. Let's quick save that. And we got into that one first. Oh, we already opened that. Silly me, I forgot about that. Okay. Let's get out of here. Let's put our staff back on our back, which looks incredibly silly. There's a lot of interesting weapons. There's a lot of armor combinations in this game. But we'll talk more about the magic system as we go. No, you can't. I haven't found a way to make spells in this game. There are a lot of spells available, but you can't seem to combine them. Like, I can't put these two together to make one spell. There are these boosters that you can add to make the spells more powerful. But that's sort of it. Maybe... Oh, the combos you can do with the boosters, yes.
I told you not to follow me. Why are you here?
The village elder sent me. He wanted me to bring you the payment should you not return to the village.
And why should I not go back there, pray?
Some people came to Cormoran when you left. They asked for you.
People? Tell me more. Swiftly now.
Warriors. Hired ones. Not very friendly. One of them stayed to await your return.
Ha! The elder clearly thought I would run rather than meet this man. Forsooth, 'twas generous, but he now has lost the chance to save money.
I do not understand.
Where I come from, no one pays unless forced to.
Nay, in Talmont, we honor good work.
'Twould appear I have much to learn of Talmont. Will you return with me?
But that tough stranger...
He should have been here a long time ago.
Mayhap a friend of yours?
No, but he has something for which I have searched for a long, long time. Pray tell me, friend, exactly where can I find him?
In a hut, south of the village. The mayor offered him better lodgings, but he refused.
You still have to register the game. When I bought this a few years back, probably about 5 years ago or something like that, on Steam, it still comes with a registration key that you have to use the very first time you start the game. But there was no problem with the developers or anything like that I had to go and contact them, thankfully. There was a problem this time. Like, I'm, whether you're aware or not, I'm a Linux gamer. And sorry, I'm just, there we go, that. Yeah, okay. I'm a Linux gamer, and this game was available as a Linux port. And just recently it didn't work when I reinstalled it the other day. But there is a beta version of it that you can get. And I can't remember the key, but if you do a search for it, you can find it pretty easily on Steam, the information about it from the developers. And this update is working great, this Linux beta update. But trying to get it to work under Proton was not actually going very well. There was a hack you had to do to get sound to work, and then there was graphics problems. I think there was another hack that might have fixed that, but I managed to get the Linux version working before I tried that out. Anyway, I'm not going to...
Since Skeldon's rule of Talmont began 5 years ago, things have gone bad. Every village is isolated now.
Could this be why you hired me when you could have called the guards?
Ebrat Skeldon, the leader of the ruling house, concerns himself only with rebels. We have learned to solve our own problems.
I saw no patrols on the roads.
The guards are afraid of the rebels. Altar Karga wants to regain power, and his Karga clan is all over the mountains here. I have never seen an orc in my life. Gnomes and bandits are our plague, and the Skeldon House men are the worst of the bandits. They put you to work in the mines if they think you sympathize with the rebels.
Who are these rebels?
Ultar Karga was once the ruler of Talmont, but an edict of King Emrys forced him to hand over to the House of Skeldon. 5 years ago, that was. We all thought we had seen the last of him, but then they returned. And with them came the rumor that Lord Skeldon had hatched a plot against the king himself.
Is there any truth behind this rumor?
How can we common villagers know of events in court? I can tell you only that Ebrat Skeldon proved many times that he cares only for the good of the house.
Just a sec. Which one do I want? Oh, there we go. Yep, alright. Okay, so...
Be cautious.
Yeah, probably the most revolutionary feature it has is the whole spell card system. So all of the spells are cards, and you can get multiples of these and stack them up to make the spell more powerful, which is one thing that we're going to do. Did I get a level out of that? I did. All right. First of all, I want as much willpower as possible. So you've got vitality, which is your health. You've got dexterity, which seems to affect your attack and defense. You've got strength, which I think just mostly affects... It might affect attack and defense, I can't remember, but it also affects how much you can carry. And then you've got willpower, which affects your mana. And so I want as much mana as possible. And at the moment, I want as much power in fire, because that's the main one that I'm going to use. I might not even put much into air. I might put a little bit more into air, because that has the main healing spell that I'm using. And I can find a trainer later who can train me in water and earth magic. But you know what? As I said before, I don't know that I want to. And there's a lot of other skills here which we really can't use. We're not going to be using any of the archery stuff, but there's all of these skills here for archery. Of course, all of these are for your fighting. We might end up putting a couple of points into strong hand, but I really don't... In the last little bit that I was testing, I really wasn't using my weapon very often at all. I don't like riding the horses because, like I found in Skyrim and some other games, trying to fight from horseback is just not me. Swimming, I don't know that I really care all that much, but maybe I'll put some points in it. I will put some points into lockpicking, but I'm not going to put any points into sneak because I don't know. What's the point? I'm not doing... You can't really do sneak attacks with magic. I'm not going to put any into stealing, and I don't see the point in using traps. So, well, sorry, I do see the point. I'm not going to do that. Let's put on that armor because it's better. Technically, those gloves are better. Let's swap those over. Now, you say that Skyrim is a modern game. Skyrim has only just recently turned 10 years old. This game is only 15 years old. It's not that older than Skyrim. This was out in 2007. So, you know, the fact that it's a little bit clunky and stuff is not great, but it's not bad either. You've got these little gems that you can add to weapons to increase the damage. And once if I drag this onto this weapon, for example, that'll give it 10% fire damage. I can't then put lightning damage or poison damage or spirit damage on the same weapon. You also can't enchant gear with these gems. I'm probably not going to use any of these gems because the weapon I want to carry with me will be a magical staff because they will boost my mana. But I'm probably not going to use it as a weapon. As long as I've got it with me, it boosts my mana. If it's in that slot there, it boosts my mana. But if I just use magic, I can get through things fairly well. We can also use some of this stuff to make potions, but a lot of these things that say like increase protection against fire by 10, when I try and make a potion out of that, it just creates one of these which adds bonus fire damage. There are some things we do want though, and it's coming up just around the corner here. There are some this thing here.
Let's see.
And there's another one of them here. These are going to give me I've just picked up a whole bunch of weapons, but those ingredients, these ones here, they increase my dexterity permanently when I make a potion out of them. So if I put those there like that, that creates a potion which increases your dexterity permanently by 1. So if I have a look there, my dex is 5, and it just increased my attack and defense. My dex is now 6. So that is really nice. We've got some enemies coming up down here. There's actually a bunch of wolves up there, but I'm going to come back to them in a minute because I'm a little low on some supplies. The one thing I haven't worked out how to do yet in this game, or haven't found the ingredients for yet, is how to make magica potions. And that's the one thing that I really, really want. This is a shrine that restores mana, and it's going to be very handy when I take on these groms. I actually don't want... actually, no, we'll get that out. Okay, that's one of them dead, I think. The only problem with the auto aim on this is it will switch from target to target very quickly, and you don't have any control over it. I wish there was a way to get it to lock onto a particular target and stay there for you, but it doesn't do that. Actually, I want to turn the game volume down a touch. Again, there we go. Oh, already carrying too much. But you know what? Here's the interesting thing. There's a chest just over here. So what we're going to do, we're going to quick save. We're going to...
Seems locked.
Okay. Ooh, what's that? Chains. See, this is an earth spell. As I said, earth spells are mostly different sorts of roots and snares and stuff. Some of them do a little bit of damage, but mostly they just immobilize. So let's take that. Actually, let's take what we can out of that box. But what we're actually going to do is we're going to go and just put all of the heavy stuff into this box. Let me bring these back. Let me show you the other feature I didn't mention about this. If you've got two weapons that are the same, short sword, you can pick one up and drop it on the other and it will improve it. So for example, this is a class 1 and it does 7 to 12. If I drop this on that one, it now becomes a class 2 and does 9 to 14. Do not do that if you want to sell them and make money out of them. That cold protection ring doesn't feel like it's going to do much for me at the moment, so I'm not going to worry about it. But yeah, you can merge weapons that are exactly the same. They have to be exactly the same. Like this weapon here looks similar to that, but they're not the same, so you can't merge them. When you hover over something, if it goes green, it means you can merge that weapon or item. You can do it with armor as well. But yeah, we're going to chuck all of the weapons, basically all the heavy stuff. And that trap, that'll do. And we're going to just leave all of the stuff in here. There's a bow on the ground. Where was it? It's actually underneath the orc there. You can see underneath his feet. Well, not an orc, he's a grom. Get all that grom stuff. I'm just going to put everything that I've got in that chest. So we'll make sure we loot all the bodies, get everything we can off them. There's only 3 groms here. Okay, we've done everything out of those guys.
Let's have a look.
Let's just grab whatever else we can out of here and go and sell what we've got. So there's another shrine just over here. This is a health shrine. I don't need either at the moment because my health is fine. Let's put that away. Now, there's a lot of people I can talk to in here. A lot of them will give me quests. I'm not too worried about most of them. The people I want to talk to is this guy here, who normally doesn't hang around this spot. But he is the, like, thief. Oh, I want that firewall spell as soon as I can get it. What does that do? Increase mana by 50. Okay. Don't want that. I don't want any of these. To sell multiples, you've got to hold down control. Let's get rid of that. Yes, I have enough to buy that. Firewall is a great spell. It creates a wall of fire aimed at your opponents, and it basically traps them in it. So that is going to become our second spell. This spell here isn't too bad either. But I can't afford it right now. That's an apprentice fire staff. That'll increase my mana by 60. I will take it. Let's sell that. There's actually a better mage seller. This guy is normally on the other side of this building over there. This is the yeah, this is the merchant that's normally up here. Now, if you do ever come and consider playing this game, it randomizes the look of all of these merchants and stuff. So they will not always have, he will not always look with that white robe and everything. That's not always what he looks like. He doesn't have anything that I want to buy. And I don't have anything else to sell just yet, but I wanted to just check with him before I did anything else. Let's come up here. Let's just quickly grab the rest of the stuff out of this chest and sell it. And now that I have that firewall spell, actually, I think we'll go and take on the wolves that I said were back up there as well, because there is another chest up there. We'll go up there first. There's another chest up there with a few things in it, and there's a couple more of those plants that will give us a bonus to our dexterity. So we'll be able to get another one of those. Now, I'm talking at the moment a lot about all this sort of stuff as if I really know what the hell I'm talking about. It's only because I've done this intro a couple of times. Oh, they're not wolves. It's a boar. I thought I saw a wolf here a minute ago. That's alright. Didn't even need to use the firewall. Okay, we get some tusks off him. There's another bow lying on the ground. Quick save before we try and open. Hey, it worked. What's that? Summon Devil. That's a high level fire spell. I haven't seen that one before. There's a lot of randomization in all of this sort of stuff, so don't expect to always see, when you go through loot, to see the same stuff I do. Although a lot of the stuff that you find lying on the ground and the locations of it is the same, I have found. Once you get inside loot boxes, it's all very randomized. Alright, that was fairly straightforward. Can we grab the rest of this? Yes, we can. Now, I don't know in this game if you can store stuff in some of these chests and it stays there forever. But we're going to find out, because we're going to get to a point before too long where I'm going to be carrying more stuff than I really want to.
Well met, stranger.
One of the things I wish the game had was a decent clock in it, because at the moment that guy is actually heading to the building just over there to sleep. And you can't just look at the sky and tell, you know, really easily what time of day it is. Okay, those two there we used to make our next dexterity potion. We have enough to get one of those overpower spells, but I'm not sure I want it just yet. It is something I can consider getting later. I can't remember if you had any spells or anything that I might want. No, you don't really even have any potions. Did you have any mana potions? I don't recall. I don't know that I was really looking. Ah, yes, 2. I will take them. I buy these small mana potions any chance I can get, and I will be keeping an eye out for larger ones as time goes by. At the moment, they will fill up my mana bar perfectly well. That other guy normally stands right here, the hooded guy, this guy here that I just talked to. He normally stands just down there. Okay. Let's do a full save because we're in this little village. See you later, Platter. Have a good one. Thank you.
Stranger in Talmont? I have not seen you here before.
You are a Brotherhood man, eh? What are you doing so far up north?
The Brotherhood has many interests all over the country, and Talmont is no exception. Wait, I recognize you. You are the bounty hunter. Are you seeking employment?
Perchance.
Visit Delurna, the horse breeder and supplier. Speak with him. He has demanded protection from the Brotherhood, but we do not have anyone who can help him at this time.
Thanks. I will think about it.
So the Brotherhood are this group of mercenaries or whatever. Being the bit of a cynic that I am, you're standing here doing absolutely nothing. Why don't you go and help this guy? Why are you making me do it? Anyway, this guy we see in front of us now, I think he's one of the big baddies, but this is the main quest line. So here we go.
You are not an easy man to follow. It took us months to find you.
Hold. Who are you?
My name is Gandahar. The message you received was from me.
I came to Talmont as soon as I read it. Why are you so cautious?
My masters will tell you everything. I am only a messenger.
Where is my sister?
I saw her only a few days ago. I can assure you that she is in good health. Nothing will happen to her if you do as we say.
If you harm one hair of her head.
You waste my time. Do you know the Goat's Cave south of here?
I do.
My masters await you there. I recommend you listen to them first before you do anything hasty.
Why will they not meet me here?
I told you, I am only a messenger. Listen to them, and no one will be harmed.
Okay, another level. I want the mana. And I can't put another point yet into fire magic. Let's put a point into lockpicking, just to make that a little bit easier. I wish there was a spell that allowed you to pick locks, but from what I can see, there is not. Now, I'm going to get another level really, really quickly. If I come over here, there's a mage there who sells me a lot of mage stuff, but there's this guy right here.
It's good to see you still in one piece, friend. You seem to be in fine fettle.
Ferid, I should have known you would end up in a place like this. So the society finally had enough of you, eh?
How true. My future in the society looks bleak.
Is your research such a problem, then?
No, my friend, quite the opposite. But certain people just cannot work with a genius. I have assembled a perfect copy of a genuine activator. It is something radical.
What do you mean?
Ancient teleport sites like this one behind me only function with special activators. Each teleporter has its own activator. Unfortunately, we have only found a few of these elven wonders, but if my prototype works, then we shall not need them. A few more tests and it will be ready. Well, here you are, so you may as well assist me, just for old time's sake. Take this activator and activate the neighboring site. These things send a message here when activated, and I need to be here to receive it.
For you, surely. Where is the site?
I will mark it plainly on your map.
Alright. It never explained, like, there was no prequel to this game as far as I'm aware, so the relationship there is all a little strange. But anyway, so we now have another level. Let's, this time I'm going to do that. And it will let me put a point into fire magic. I need to be level 6, so I need 2 more levels before I can put any more points in there. So the next point's probably going to go into lockpicking. Right. We were given this teleport activator. Now, they want us to go. So we started here. That's the village we were just in, and we're just outside the village. He wants us to go here to activate the teleport. There's actually a teleport here, 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 here. They're all over the place. We can activate as many teleports as we want, and we don't have to go and do this one first. So we are going to do a little bit around here before we go and activate that one, but not a huge amount. We are going to be basically heading in that direction. However, I want to come to far back in town as soon as possible, and then eventually I want to make my way over to, this town over here. Or is it that one there? I can't remember which one, but I want to make my way over to these towns because they have more merchants in them. These merchants that are around here are fairly good, and I need to go and see this guy to see if he's got any spells that I want.
Welcome to my shop.
Ooh, look at that. He has another copy of Firebolt. What else does he have? Damage booster. That's the first time I've seen a booster card for sale that I can remember. Spikes, we've got that. We've got 2 more Firebolts. Wow. Ice Bolt, Blessing, which is an air spell. lightning, which is an air spell. Lightning doesn't do as much damage as the firebolt, which is the reason why normally if you see me play other games, I love lightning based. When I first saw this game, I started thinking about playing this as a mage. I was like, I am all down for an air mage build. No. Air magic, it's a lot harder to find a lot of the air magic stuff. At least that's what it seems to me. Early game, anyway. And, I mean, it's all random. So you've got to be, maybe I will find a lot of air stuff. Like, there's Blessing. We've got Lightning there. And I use Heal at the moment. I could use those 3 if I could just find some more lightning spells consistently, right? But I think at the moment I'm not going to splurge on any more spells. I'm going to be getting a lot of money from other stuff. Can I buy all of those? Beautiful. It's exactly what I wanted. And that'll be good enough. Add 1 to dexterity. Okay, that's the other thing. We haven't made our other dex increase potion. So there we go. Okay, yeah, we might as well just do these guys here. I don't know why I got the staff out, but anyway. Let me just confirm. Yep, that's all set up the way I want it to be. Right, there's some young Groms down here.
Interesting guests.
Let's just get some...
That's what you get.
Right, I love that firewall spell. It works quite well. Nice big mace, some more lockpicks, slim hatchet, some gold, and a plain hatchet, and some more gold. Alright, there is another lock here.
Let's see.
There we go. Oh, what's the ring? Oh, skill to archery. No thanks. We'll sell that. Alright, now there is another group of Groms. There's a little Grom village you can see just there. We're not going to come to that yet because that's sort of like the second mission for the guy up here who wants us to do the teleport stuff. So we'll come back to that. It doesn't matter if we do it early, but that's either pigs or wolves up there. It's wolves. Let's get rid of these guys. Oh, I got another skill point. Let's put that... there. I might end up putting a few more points into air magic. We'll see. Oh. Hello there. Where did you go? You weren't with your friends. Alright, now there's a bunch of Groms just here. He's running away, so let's loot his friends while we're at it, and we'll work out what that spell was in a sec. And another level. Beautiful. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Still can't put a point in there. I can't put a point in there, so let's put a point in there. Very good. What have you got on you? I wanted to check what that spell was, didn't I? No, it wasn't Summon Devil, because we got that one before, and we already had Push, I think. It was that one, Summon Spider from Water Magic. I haven't used any of the summoning spells yet. So it'll be interesting to see. Leech Aura, that's a necromantic spell. I'm probably not going to use robes. I'm going to stick with just whatever armor I can find. The reason for that is that the robes generally provide no protection at all. So if we have a look at this, this is the staff that I've got does 8 points of bludgeoning damage and 21 points of fire damage. And then protection, I've got 19 points of piercing protection, 19 points of slashing protection, and 40 points of bludgeoning protection. If I was to go and put those robes on, which I don't think I can because I'm not high enough level. Is it worth... G'day, Mithril. Is it worth playing? It is a little bit clunky in ways. There is some stuff about it that is interesting. I have never... Okay, so this is the map, right? You start up here, and that's the map. Now, it doesn't seem that big, but it's pretty big. I mean, it's not like the size of Skyrim or anything, but it's a pretty big map. The problem I have with it is you start off here, you come down, this little green... Any of these little green dots are the main quest line. So I had a quest from this guy. I've got to go to this cave here. After I do that, he wants me to come all the way down. I think it's somewhere down here somewhere. The problem is that this game relies on you doing side quests, like a lot. Because if you just follow this road south, you go through this gate, and I think even before you go through that gate, you'll start encountering enemies that are, you know, if you're only like level 1 or 2 or whatever, you need to be like level 10 or more before you go through this gate. I don't know what it is, but there's a certain level that you need to be, because the enemies just get harder and harder the further south you go. So I've gone through that gate a couple of times. I don't recall ever having come to like Four Stones Village or anything major down here. I have gone to most of the areas in this area of the map up here. Although I have, actually I think I have been once to that spot there. But when I've played other times, I've got about 120 hours or something in the game. I've just played around with it over the years. But yeah, you really, unlike other games, it relies on you. Yeah, there's a lot of busy work. You have to do side quests to level up. But I have seen the YouTube video that only very briefly mentioned this, but it mentioned, because it was talking about a lot of different games, and it mentioned, when it mentioned this game, one of the negatives it said about it is that there are certain side quests that you do that will break the main quest line. I don't know what they are, but if you do them before you do certain things in the main quest line, you can just not, however many hours it takes you to get there, you'll get to a point and that's it. Can't go any further. Sorry, you've screwed up. So that's the only negative about it. Look, for a game that came out in 2007, I think it's pretty good. I remapped some of the control keys because I didn't like them, mostly around, I like F5 to be my quick save, whereas F5 normally brings up this reputation menu. But there's an alternate key for that as well, which I can't remember what it is. And so normally if you go to this chest over here, the way that you're supposed to open this chest or to loot a body normally is to hit space. And I don't like that. So I mapped that to E to open it up. And I made space to be jump. Because previously you had E made you jump forward and Q still does make you jump back. Don't sort of get that. I don't know why. I'm not... Yeah, F5 should... Well, F5, we say today F5 should always be quick save. But this game was made in 2007, so... You know, maybe that wasn't a standard then, but it is now. Also, I am fairly used to having, like, R to be the key to unsheath your weapon, but it's F in this. It's not too bad because I have seen other games that have that, so I've gotten used to that. Thing is, I'm playing a mage character and I'm almost never using my staff. My staff is only there to provide me with a little bit of extra mana. So at the moment it's giving me 60 mana. If I take it off, my mana is only 297, 257 with it. So that's all it's really doing for me at the moment. Because it just doesn't do a lot of damage, and I don't want to waste skill points. I'd have to put skill points primarily into these two. Well, maybe just that one. That increases my damage by basically 10% per level. This one gives you criticals. I don't feel I need either of those, and I'd rather not waste the points in them. I might later on, but, you know. Anyway, let's sell up some stuff. I can't use that yet. I don't want to use that. No, don't want that. That wasn't magnesite that I just sold, was it? Damn it, it was. I need that. That's a waste of money. I forgot that I needed that. I want to keep that to see if I can actually make a potion out of that, if I can get another one. I don't need those. Don't want that. 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 Alright, so that's a healing potion. Sort of. That's interesting. The other thing I don't like about it, the game, is this is the default action bar. Yeah, the graphics aren't too bad. I mean, they're not great. But I feel they're comparable, sort of, to Skyrim. There is a first-person mode in the game, which I would normally prefer to play as, but as soon as you go into combat mode, it drops you out of it. Having said that, I might try playing in first-person a little bit more, because I'm not actually going into combat mode. I'm just casting spells without getting my weapon out. So I wonder... I haven't actually played like this, so this might feel a little bit clunky to me, and I might end up going back to third person, because this is not anything that I have done in the past. But this does seem pretty workable. But the only thing it doesn't do is I don't know if anything comes up behind me, but that's pretty standard, even in Skyrim, so... Yeah.
Let's have a look.
I might leave it like that, you know, but I don't mind that. We'll see. I'll probably change my mind pretty quickly. Lots of creatures are along this road. Uh-huh. Come on. Barbecue time. I notice that when I'm in this first-person mode, I don't often see... Yeah, the game is a little bit buggy. See how there's that little look icon to pick things up? I tend not to see that a lot when I'm in the first-person mode, but yeah, I'm liking first-person mode more than normal. Let's heal up. There we go. Should actually consider using the potions a bit more for that. There's a bandit camp just up here. I'm going to want Magicka for this. Let's quick save. All right. Why is it ducking down like that? Okay. Whatever.
Interesting.
Ooh, another spell. Rust Armor. That's an earth spell. Very good. Take all of those. Take those, take that. Just going to chuck all of that in there for the moment. Finish looting this guy. Okay, let's have a look at all this armor that we've got. Am I able to use any of it? Yeah, those firebolts aren't bad. There is a fireball spell that I want to get, which is a little bit bigger. It does area of effect, but it doesn't have quite the range. I need to find it, and that'll just all be up to random luck at the moment. I might switch to that because I don't need the hood. I have the helmet. That's the same copy. Okay, I think I mentioned this before, that you can drag and drop items onto existing items to improve them. So this is a class 2 helmet. If I drop this class 1 onto it, that one becomes a class 3, and it'll probably go... No, okay, it didn't even change its stats, but normally it will change its stats, improve them a little bit, so it might have gone to, say, 337, or it might have gone to 446, something like that. Those boots are better than mine, so let's put them on for a start. Did we actually put those on? Yeah, we did. Good. Okay, those are much the same. That helmet isn't as good. Those trousers aren't as good. Patterned leather trousers, they're the similar stats, but there's actually armor number set, or armor set number, sorry. I believe that you can get a small bonus to your armor class, or to your defense, I guess, if you're wearing a complete set, but I'm not 100% sure on that because it's been a long time since I last played where I tried to get a complete set. I can't remember if I ever did get a complete set, and if I did, I can't remember what bonus it gave me. I'm doing this the wrong way, running all this way back. Because there is a teleport just down the hill from where those bandits were. And that will make it much easier for me to sell all this stuff. In fact, there's also another chest down there full of goodies. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down here. I don't think there's any creatures in this area normally. So here's the chest. Quick save again. Lockpicking successful. Let's take all those potions. Let's put all the heavy stuff. In the chest, and then let's get the rest of the stuff from the camp and bring it down to the chest, and then we'll use the teleport just there, teleport back to the merchants and sell it all. Very good. I wish there was a run button. That's the only thing this game needs, and there isn't. There is no option to auto-run. And there needs to be. Can I carry anything else out of here? Yes, I can. Let's grab what else we can and go and sell. Back to where we started. Might as well just sell it all to him. Doesn't matter who I sell it to. I don't think you get more money for selling, you know, weapons to the weapons guys and spells to the spell guys. I don't think it works that way. Sometimes it's easier to drag and drop to sell things. Other times it's easier to double click. In that way, the interface is a little bit clunky. Need to keep those. Don't sell them, Tony. Second copy of Firewall would increase the damage of that. I think I'm going to do that. And I'll point... Oh, and a third copy. Yes, let's do that. I really wish I had access to Fireball. And let's grab all of those small potions for the moment. No, grab the rest of the stuff to sell first, I think. I want to zoom back in a little bit. That was a little too far zoomed out for normal use. Oh, a bear down there. So I should... Let's get this set up properly. So, we've got this on our wall down there. If I now go and drop these on it... Oh, well, let's... At that version, for 48 damage for 30 mana. It now does 56 for 35, 64 for 40. But I need to reset this on the 2, because later on, yeah, I can't cast that yet. Later on, we are going to be able, we're going to have so many spells, but we've only got those 3 slots. So some of the time, I'm going to say number 2. So Firewall may not be active in that slot. The way I'm doing it is that's the slot that I only ever change. This one always has Firebolt in it. I mean, I might change the way I do this later, but at the moment, that one always has Firebolt. That one always has Heal, and it's this spell that I change. And when I've set that number, it's also remembered that it was in that slot. Right, so I can set up a whole bunch of other spells in these slots across here. And as long as I had the spells in that slot, it will swap whatever spell is in that slot. So if another spell was there, I'll have to hit the key twice. Once to set it in the slot and the second time to cast it. And then afterwards, if I want to cast it again, I can just hit the number again. But yeah, that is how that's going to work. Now, that means our Firewall is going to be a lot more powerful now. About 50% more powerful than what it was. This time, rather than selling to you, because I've seen what you've got in your inventory, and their inventory changes every now and then, so I want to come back up into the village here and see if any of the other two shops in here have anything new. Now, it's only the guy down here that usually has any spells. He just has random stuff, because he's basically, well, he's a thief. He has Chains, which is an earth spell, and Confusion, which is a water spell, and another copy of Lightning. I'm really tempted to grab that Lightning, even though it doesn't do as much damage as the Firebolt. I don't think I will, though. I don't want to add extra HP, so I won't buy that ring for the time being. Just do it. Buy it. We'll see what happens. We might get to a point later where we swap to using air magic as our primary one. We'll see.
Welcome.
He doesn't have any magic, but he does have a couple more of those small. And I'll take those as well. I'm almost out of money, but that is fine. Was that... I've got 2 magnesite already. Ooh, that's interesting. Anyway. Let me think. There's another group of Groms right there. I might come down this way to this guy first, I think. Let's do that, because there's a group of Groms right here that shouldn't be too hard to take out.
What's that?
One of the things I will say about this game that is interesting is the combat animations, which I haven't really shown off yet. But depending on the weapon that you're using,
Let's have a look.
there's a lot of flourishes, see, like all of these different, and it's the same when you're using like swords and all that sort of stuff. If I swap to using, say, this club, you can actually have multiple weapons set up and switch between them too. So see a lot of this sort of backhand flipping and swinging around and all that sort of stuff, and then I can swap to my other weapon. But I'm not really doing a weapon playthrough on this one, so I haven't really shown it off. But it actually, you know, it's very innovative for its time with those animations, the way it works and everything. Yeah, the combat does look good. The biggest issue I have with the game is just that, you know, it relies on you doing a lot of grinding outside of the main quest line. So a lot of side quests, and then it, you know, it turns out apparently you can break the quests.
What's there?
You can break the main quest line by doing some of the the other quests. So oh, I got to level up. That's why I got all my mana back. Going, I didn't have any mana left. How come I could still do that? Okay, let's process this level up. Oh, good. I can put 1 point in there, and I think I'll put the other point in air for the moment. But I think the next point I'm going to put into lockpicking. If you're not happy, before you click close, you can right-click to take it back. So if I decided, oh, let's go and put it into lockpicking instead, which I'm not going to do, but you can do that. As soon as you do that, though, it's locked in. Yeah. So the combat does look pretty interesting. Although using a shield, it relies on a skill. So you don't have any choice to say, I want to block. Well, I don't know about not following the main quest. I like games where, like, this is the big problem I have with a lot of these games. The thing that I absolutely love about Skyrim and basically all of the Elder Scrolls games that I've played, so Oblivion, Skyrim, and even I've played a little bit of Morrowind and a little bit of Daggerfall, those games do not penalise you at all for not following the main quest line. They also don't demand that you follow the main quest line. At no point is there ever a thing that penalizes you for taking too long to getting back to the main quest line if you decide to do a little bit of the main quest line and then go off and do side quests. There's never anything like that. And you can take those games, the Elder Scrolls games, and you can start the game and you can just follow the main quest line all the way through and you're not penalized at all. The game is well enough designed that you're not going to run into enemies that are just so far above you that you'll never finish the game. Oblivion and its leveling system, and even Morrowind and Daggerfall, their leveling systems are not great, but if you follow the sort of ideal leveling system or you put in a mod which sort of smooths that out a little bit, it is hard but not impossible to just start the game and go straight for the main quest line, finish, and be done. You don't have to do side quests if you don't want to. And conversely, if you do not want to do anything but side quests, you can, and then you can come back and do, like, I have literally been like level 20 before I've decided to go and do Bleak Falls Barrow. And there's no penalties, there's nothing stopping you from doing that in those sorts of games. This game, it feels a little strange because you literally cannot go and do just the main quest line because you will just be eaten alive. Like, it's literally down this road. If I follow this road, I will, well, actually, I've got to go and do this little bit over here. So I've got to go down here into this cave, which it's probably a little hard, but it's probably doable at this stage, even though I'm level, 6 now? It's probably doable, but I guarantee you, when I get to about here on this, I think I start running into creatures that are just way harder than anything I've got to before. And I might be able to get through that gate and keep going, but I won't get very far before I will be killed. Because it's really hard, the progression. So you have to do side quests. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And that's one of the things I have against this game. There was another game I played a little while back that was like that as well, and I really didn't enjoy it very much. I can't remember which one it was now. But yeah.
Good day to you.
I didn't actually look to see if there's any of this stuff I wanted. No, I don't want any of that. Oh, no, I tell a lie. I want the Barbarian's helmet. You've got another copy of Firewall. Fireball! Yes! How much is it? $13.50? Ouch. Okay, I really want that spell. Alright, well. Something to work towards, although you probably won't have it again for much longer. Well, seeing as we want that spell, there's a bunch of wolves down here, and then there's the stables, I suppose it is. It's a horse ranch down there. Was another side quest we were given. But I think we'll come over here. Did I miss any? Because there's this bunch of bandits right here.
Take that. Today wasn't your day.
Oh. Kept forgetting to go back to first person. Alright, what do we got? Anything that's better than mine? No. That's the same. I could... Okay. Okay, that is better than using that. That's the same as what I've got. So we might upgrade. Yeah, we will. So let's upgrade that. What about these? These are much better than what I'm wearing. And the boots. My boots are better than those. They're the same as those, so let's upgrade those. There we go. And what's in the chest?
Won't open.
Ooh, what's the ring? Add 15 to defense. Yes, please. That just basically improved all of those. No, it didn't. Oh, a defense percentage. Right, I'm not sure that's really all that useful, now that I think about it. Whoa, the tight leather boots. Well, we know what we're wearing now. No, I haven't played that one, never even heard of it. Oh, we got another skill point. Can't put it into there. Let's put it into lockpicking for the moment. even though it goes against my better judgment. So we got a health shrine over there with some wolves. There should be, yeah, there's some more wolves over there. That's another teleport. Yeah, let's just...
Ah, that's interesting.
I don't need health. Let's just activate this teleport. Oh, interestingly, that is the way that there is I think there's a mod for Skyrim VR which allows you to do that, where you actually trace out with your hand in VR to make certain spells. So you basically trace out runes to make spells. I haven't tried it because I've been thinking about trying to get a VR setup going. But I've just not got around to it, and trying to find VR setups for Linux. Yeah, needs a bit more research, but yeah. Come on. I need the money. I don't think that was enough to buy that spell. Let's have a look. Damn it, he's not there. Must be getting late in the day. There he is.
Greetings.
1350. Yeah, I don't have anything I could sell to make up that. Tum. Well, we'll get there eventually, but I think he'll probably have changed his inventory before too long. What am I doing? I need to use teleports. Another interesting thing about this game, which I haven't mentioned yet because I think this is the first night. There are ghosts running around in the game after dark, which is kind of interesting. Usually it's ghosts of the things that you have just recently killed. Magica back. Some Groms at a camp. Free horse here if you want it. I don't. As I said, I'm not big on horses in this game. Can't remember what is up the hill there. Might have to have a look. It's been a long time since I've been up that way. Oh, damn it. I shouldn't have drunk that potion. I should have just come over here. Okay. Can I not loot you because you're stuck in a tree? There we go. This chest here.
Interesting.
That. Aha, night time. It's going to be Grom ghosts any minute now. Just quickly, I wanted to have a look at what this structure was up here. Oh, just a logging camp.
What's that?
Really surprised I haven't seen ghosts yet. Maybe it's after midnight. How many Reavers are we going to get? Is it going to be 1 or is it going to be 3? It's 3. All right.
Let's have a look.
Okay.
Take that.
Yep, they are ugly little buggers. There's a snake there. Is that all of it? The sun's up already. We didn't see a single ghost that night. That is strange. Okay, this is the teleport that we had to do for the quest, so let's get that out of the way.
You have returned. This act, it will help. Thanks. Oh no, it's a so yes, I would. I ring.
Sorry, I didn't feel like going through that. He basically will now make, or he has made, no, we give him 2 magnesite or more. He will make some teleport stones which we can drop on the ground and use as portable teleports.
Welcome. Do you seek some?
Oh, look at all of this. We got overpowers. We got another lightning. We got 2 rings of fire. Man. All this good stuff that I want that I just can't have. Let's just double check that he has fireball first, because I think fireball, the ring of fire is it's like the wall of fire, except it puts a ring around them. I don't know. I've used it a few times, and I don't really feel like it's actually any better than the wall of fire. You still have fireball. You do. Okay, beautiful. Now, how much money do I still have left? 596. I can get another copy of Firewall. I think I've already got multiple. I've already got 3. Yeah, I think 3 is enough for the moment. Let's go and talk to the mage back here, the society guy, whatever he is. Have a look at those other spells that he's got there. I'm not convinced. Well, it does work, but it feels like it doesn't. Overpower. I have used it before. That's another level of heal. That might be nice, because I've only got the single level of heal at the moment, which is doing 300 points. If I put that on it, I think it does either 400 or 500 or something. Not that my health is all that high at the moment, so I don't really need it yet, I guess. I don't really feel like Ring of Fire is super useful. There's another mana, there's a mana ring there. That might actually be worth the money. Or there's another copy of Lightning. Lightning protection, and I can't use that one yet because it requires level 7. And the only time I would wear one of these robes is if the robe gave me defense and, well, that one's giving me defense and hit points. I'd rather defense and mana. Willpower and hit points. Hit points. Add to Earth Magic School level 1. I think I'm going to buy that ring to give me more mana. And then I'm just going to buy as many of those as I can. Now, what I don't remember was if I left anything at that site there. I don't think I did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I picked all that up. We didn't finish going over that way, did we? Let's do that. I haven't saved in quite a while. So we didn't get any... Oh, we did get new spells. Okay. That one... Okay, so at the moment we're doing 90 damage with the fireball for 36. That will do 300 damage for 60, but it doesn't have the range. Here's what we're going to do. I am going to put that in the second slot and then put that in the third. So we will switch... Maybe I'll do it that way. Did I get everything out of this box?
Let's have a look.
I did. See how much... It's like... I've got to be so much closer to use
Interesting.
the fireball, but it does so much more damage.
Let's have a look.
Okay, this guy wants us to kill some bandits. So those are over there near that teleport. This guy sells gear. I can't afford anything, Tony, so don't even think about it. Just sell some of that. Now, there is a archery skill trainer here, but I don't want any archery skills, so we're going to leave him alone. Here's the next teleport, so that's super handy. A health shrine there, and then some piggly-winks here. Whoa, I didn't realize my health got that low. Oof. That was a little bit scary. Is there another boar over there? No, it's a bunch of wolves. Let's get rid of them.
That's nice.
Oh, and a pig. A bunch of pigs. I think I'd rather load the quick save. What am I doing wrong? I think the other problem is Fireball takes a little bit longer to cast than the Firebolt, and that's what's doing me in at the moment. Something is definitely going wrong.
Let's see.
All right. Get our health back.
Let's see.
Thought I heard something. Ooh. Bandit camp. I don't recall having seen this here before. Just quick save. At least I think it's a bandit camp. No, it's not.
Some problems can better be solved in silence, if you know what I mean. I can teach you a few useful skills.
What skills do you have in mind?
Opening locks, walking unseen, and more. The basic skills of a good night walker.
How much will this cost me?
100 in gold for one skill. Shall we start? 'Tis regretful. Mayhap another time.
What about you?
Well met, stranger.
Another lightning bolt. Yeah, keep those.
Some problem.
What's
Opening.
how?
One.
Okay, so those were two skills that we didn't have. Stealing, and it must be down here somewhere. It's probably like Death Strike. Yeah. Because you can only learn, you only pay for those for skills that you don't already have. Poison dart, necromancy spell. It's fine. Didn't really want it. Level up. I don't know. I guess I'll put another point into that.
Let's have a look.
I thought I saw something just around this tree here. Oh, that's a wolf. I don't know. I thought I saw something that looked like another Grom.
Let's have a look.
Yep, I did. He's attacking the wolf right now. Oh, no. It's wolves against grey wolves, I think it was. That's interesting. I could have swore it that I saw a Grom. Just from the colour of it. But anyway, we want to go back down towards the water because we need to do that quest down there. No, we need to do the quest down there, but I need more magicka. More mana. So let's get some from here. Oh, that's right, this one's a health one as well. Where was the... I thought there was a magicka, a mana shrine around here. I guess not. I was imagining things. Bear, hey? At least the fireball's doing enough damage. That somehow fizzled before it hit him. So did that. There was more balls than that. If there was, they clipped through the world and I lost them. Alright. Alright. Here they are. Need to get that magicka back, and I'd rather just wait than use a potion, because potions are not unlimited. I also feel like I probably don't need quite as many quite as much magicka to take out these bandits as what I did to take out the others. Yeah, I mean, the game does look pretty nice, although as I said earlier at the start of the stream, Nexus Mods does actually have like 4 mods for this game. One is a mod installer, and the other 3 are texture mods. G'day, Snun. But I don't feel the texture mods are really worth it. I think this game is pretty good as it is. I mean, it's not super great, but it's not terrible either. I don't know whether it's my mouse is going bad or there's something going on, because I can't always seem to cast the fireball when I want to. I never noticed that up there before. It almost makes me feel like that wall was supposed to break down or something and open up, but that doesn't make a lot of sense, because this is just a rock on the landscape, and it would be opening up a hole just through there, so I don't know. Running out of carrying capacity. What's in the box up here? It might have a cooldown that I'm not noticing, but
Let's have a look.
it just seems like it seems like sometimes I can cast it fairly rapidly like that, and other times when I try and cast it, it hesitates and doesn't actually cast.
Let's see.
Okay, that is the same as those. Oh, that armor is better than that. They're not better. Debatable. Those are not better. Not better. What is that? An earth staff? Right. Do I want to chuck some of the stuff in here before I sell, or do I just want to... Yeah, I think I just want to do it. No matter what I do, it's going to take a little while to sell. Because the teleport's not... It's not worth making my way over to the teleport to sell stuff when I can just run this distance.
Welcome to the Brotherhood shop.
Lots of varieties of weapons and stuff. I gotta say that it's quite good. Oh, I could just afford that, but that's a lot of money, which I would rather spend on spells and magic potions, I'm afraid. Wonder if the problem I was having with the fireball spell was because I was in first person. Let's go back to third person for a little while. See if it changes anything. Okay, that's everything there.
Welcome to the...
Okay. Let's, we need to go here. There's that little Grom outpost. That'll give us those teleports from the guy there, the teleport stones that we can use to teleport from anywhere. So I think that's the next thing I want to do. But after that, I want to come down here to Tharbarkan town. And then we might head over this way. So let's take the teleport back. Now, rather than teleporting to here and then going down this path, we're going to teleport here and come down this way because there's another bunch of young Groms right there. Just there where that wagon is. Oops. Wrong one. Really didn't have too much of a problem casting from third-person view. I might stay in third-person, even though I really like first-person view. In this game, I'm sort of used to playing in third-person. Get our magicka back. Lots of groms in this little place. Get back over here, get our mana coming back. Isn't it bizarre? When I play Skyrim, I have this thing where I quite often say mana when I mean magicka. Now I'm in a game where it actually calls it mana and not magicka, and I keep saying magicka instead of mana. Just typical. And this wasn't even all of the bad guys. There are more.
Take that.
And even those three aren't all of them. There's another, at least another couple down there. Let's go and save our potions. One more guy to go.
Oh, interesting guests. Let's have a look.
And there's also these two chests.
Seems locked. Closed.
Necromancy potion.
What's that?
That's a pretty good spear. And that is way better armor than I've currently got. There we go. Let's go and sell up. Come back and get the rest of the loot. Yeah, can't carry anymore, so don't talk to him yet. Nope, you don't have any spells I want. You don't have any things that I want. You don't have a bit of staff. All right. Talk to you.
Hello, did you
Yep.
How does it? No, can I? Yeah.
farewell. Greetings. Well, what does it?
So
How I keep it?
yeah.
Yeah. Farewell.
So, he gave us these 3 teleport stones, which we can use. We can drop them anywhere to create a little our own teleport spot. We can pick them up again later, but we have 3 of them, so we can leave them down if we need to. And that whole conversation exchange there was him basically saying he's got in trouble from the Society, which is like the Mages Guild. Oh, there we go. That is a young Grom ghost. And they seem to be rather susceptible to fire magic. They're not susceptible to weapons very much. I can smash at them with almost any weapon and it barely does any damage. But whenever I use fire magic, and I don't know whether it's magic in general or if it's fire magic in particular, but whenever I hit them with a spell, they tend to go down pretty quickly. 1 or 2 hits with a fireball, as you can see. Let's grab all of that. And all of that. Get this level. I can put a point there. I can put a point, probably a couple of points there actually. Can't put any more into lockpicking. Okay. That was that earth staff. Lots of swords. Not much else. What about that? That is the same as the current gloves we've got. Let's upgrade those. Still not enough to carry that. How much does that weigh? 6. And I can carry 4 more. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt.
Let's have a look.
These guys are all...
What's that?
I didn't want that torch. You can pick up this goblin totem. I don't know if you need to. It doesn't... I think it weighs like 1 or something, and you can just put it down anywhere. In fact, I'm going to drop that second torch, I think. Because I don't want a torch. The ghost down over there, but I'm not going to go around killing all the ghosts I find. I mean, they do give you good experience, but I just think it's an interesting dynamic that, and like you can even kill like a rabbit, and see the ghost of a rabbit running around the next night. So yeah, lots of interesting concepts in this game. I just have never sticked with it enough to finish it because of just a few little issues. Like being forced to do side quests. That only gives me lightning protection, so I don't want that. I don't need that. Is that everything that I want to sell? I think it is. You don't have any spells that I want. No, I meant to buy all of those. And let's buy all of those. And hell, it's only 90. Let's buy that as well. What have you got? Willpower, defense, defense. The defense 30. I've already got a silver ring, which is giving me defense 15. I don't know whether it's worthwhile getting another defense ring or not. I don't feel like it is, so let's not do that. Let's get the rest of the stuff and then we can see what else we want to do. Shouldn't be any more ghosts in this area anyway, because I've killed them all. It's just, I forgot to get him, so let's just make sure we clear up everything this time. Well, we might not be able to carry everything, but let's just do the best we can. We should be able to, because there's only just this guy here. I don't think he had much on him, just some armor, which we can't wear yet. I mean, we could be wearing some of these armor if we were willing to put more points into other things apart from willpower. But at the moment, we're really just putting it into willpower because we want the magicka. I got to say, I've done like the test playthrough I was doing this morning. I felt like I had a lot more spells by this point. I had some good spells too. Well, not that these aren't good, but I had I mean, I could have bought one of the spells before. That was the Overpower, which increases the power of offensive spells. It's a fire spell. I was using that, but there's also a fire shield I was using, which does fire damage to your opponents, and I think it reduces the damage you take by a certain amount. That's all right, Mithril. See you later. Thanks for joining me. So yeah, I need to find a couple of more spells to round things out a little bit, I feel. Yeah, Fire Ring I just don't like. Blessing, I don't think that's really all that useful, you know. Senior Fire Staff, that'll be nice once I can get it. 250 magic. Actually, I should be at the point now where I can use a normal Fire Staff. So I'm going to have a look into that. I don't think I need that magnesite, actually. I'm going to get rid of that. They heal a little bit. That heals, and that might give me permanent magicka increase if I can find another one and cook them up to make a potion. What's that ring? Lightning protection? No, thank you.
Can I help you?
This guy up here usually only has weapons and armor, so I don't expect a lot. Let's see what he's got. Yeah, lots of weapons and armor. He does have some more mana potions. I'll even grab that one. That's the same as a set I've got. Can't use any of those. That's similar to what I've got. Different set number, though. Ooh, that is a good helmet. 354. I'll take it. Yes, that's some good figures. All right. Okay, let's have a look on the map for a sec. Yeah, I think we want to head here next. I could go and look at doing that quest as well. I just can't remember what's in there. And I just don't know whether I'm ready for it yet or not. Let's just double check that this mage merchant over here doesn't have the next level fire staff. Or even the next level water staff, air staff. That's the apprentice air staff. Fire staff, that gives me mana 120, so that's an extra 60. I don't care about the other damage and everything. I didn't even check the price on it. I don't really care. We've got a second level of fireball there. If we're willing to give out the money for that, I can add that to my current fireball and it will do even more damage. So let's do that. So currently our fireball is doing 340 and it's costing me 68 mana. It's now doing 380 for 76. Not a huge increase, but we'll take it. We've got the money, so we'll take all of those magic potions, and now we don't have the money anymore. But that's all right. Alright, so we got the wolves and boars and bears and whatever that were around here. There will be some more, but they're likely to be further along. I need to save. No. So we've got another magic shrine here. Oh! Oh no, that's a health shrine. That's not a magic shrine. The magic shrine is further along. Used up a lot of magicka, but killed the bear. Okay, so we need ultimately to go up that path there. There's usually some wolves or something just behind that rock. Yep, there they are right now. There's another bear over there. There can be sometimes some wolves. Yep, right here. Let's let them come out.
Let's have a look. Closed.
Read that. Ooh, even better trousers. Vitality, dexterity, and physical protection. Interesting. Not going to wear it, but interesting. Okay. What beasties have we got over here? More silver wolves. It's so fun to stand in one of these mana shrines and just sit there and blast everything to Kingdom Come that comes at you. I mean, you can do the same thing as a warrior by standing in one of the hell shrines and just killing everything that comes at you. Did I search those? I don't even remember killing those.
Let's have a look.
I should have gone back to the shrine to get more magicka rather than wasting it this way. It's not really a waste, but it feels like wasting a potion. I suppose it is a waste, isn't it? Let's admit it. It's a waste. Okay. Don't need to worry now because we'll be in a town. We won't need magicka again for a while. And that's a nice handy teleport to the town.
Welcome. A lovely...
I'm never going to use those, so let's just sell them. And we're not using that. What have you got? You got more potions. Shouldn't sell anything else. I shouldn't buy anything else, I mean, until I see whether there's any more spells available. This guy won't have spells. He's mostly armor, weapons and armor, I believe. Yeah. All right, he's got a single potion. Okay, we've got another guy here. Wrong one. No, there's normally a merchant there. Okay, this guy in white is going to talk to us.
Do not confuse the reflections in the water with the reality.
I did not hear you.
I said that someone may use your anger against you. Beware of false friends.
Who are you?
We watch you, and very closely too. One day we will come for you.
Methinks you have a touch of sunstroke, old man. Come, drink some water and lie down.
You are not yet ready.
So there's some quest he gives you when you're high enough level. That's why he says you're not yet ready. I don't know what it is. Okay. This town is like a big circle. Nothing I want there. Now, the area I want to go to is down that way, but I'm going to go this way to get to it because this leads us to the other merchants. You're not a merchant? You're not anything. You can talk to the guards and a lot of other people. That guy gives you a quest if you want to talk to him. I don't at this point. There's no merchants right here, but this guy's a merchant.
Welcome to our...
Lots and lots and lots of weapons and not much else, so we're not going to bother with him. This guy... Potions, scattering of other things. Oop, I clicked the wrong button. Again, a scattering of stuff that I don't want. Now, the old guy right there has a quest for you. Actually, I think...
Has Hagrast returned to the city yet?
Nay,
Oh,
you look poorly, good man.
it is my son.
Mayhap he is occupied.
He would have told me.
You think that...
Ye gods, I hope not. But Myron turned strange of... Myron had two good companions. He always said that in his job, trustworthy friends are the best.
What does Hagrast have to...
He is in charge of mine protection. If
Oh, that's right. They're down at the mine.
I am fair the
Okay, so I didn't really want to do that, but I've done it now, so... Lots of armor. I could look to see if some of it was better than what I've got, but I'm really wanting to look for spells, as I said. He doesn't have anything. Another merchant there. He doesn't have any spells. I don't expect most of these guys to have spells. It's over here. Interesting potions.
Welcome.
Alright, this guy gives you a quest to find his staff. Skip through it though, but he wants...
Can you tell me...
Oh, 'tis I am sure they came from a camp to the northwest of Tarvaking.
I shall look for...
Please make haste.
I shall do...
Farewell.
I think that's them there. Yeah, I think I have done that quest before. I can't remember what the staff was like, though. This guy is the Mage
Welcome to the Society Guild.
Guild Shop, the Society Guild Shop. What have you got? What is that? Shield of Magic. Okay, that's I think that's an air spell. And that's another copy of Heal. I don't feel like I need that just yet. So, a little disappointed. What have we got for that? Cold protection, lightning protection, vitality, knockdown. Yeah, don't want any of that. Fire shield, that's what I was looking for. $13.50, I can't afford it. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Now this guy sells us the skills of water magic and earth magic for 100 gold each. I'm going to do it,
Well met, young man.
but
I sense indeed the gate. How one? The element
I don't feel like I need to.
only I can. How
So I'm not really going to use them, but...
the most common of all the elements?
So now, where are we? Now we have one skill point in all of them. At least, except for necromancy. We could get necromancy if we do a certain quest. I don't think I want to do it.
'Tis you again.
Greetings, have you heard of...
Indeed, and I have something you can do for me. I need a dragon scale. I know they're very hard to acquire, but with your skills,
Why do you need a dragon scale?
a curious mind is a healthy mind, we say. My eye is left and I cannot get rare ingredients myself. If you do this, I will reward you well, young man. Find me a dragon scale, young man.
I have heard they are hard to find and even harder to obtain.
Well, it is rumored that the Brotherhood's outpost far to the northeast of Tarbakin is a secret place full of captive dragons.
I actually remember going there.
But the many guards and
Wow, I'd forgotten about that.
does spell out dragons to me. These rumors may be false, but I have no further knowledge of where you can find a dragon. You would not understand.
I like...
Nay,
As you...
Alright, so that is this place over here. Yes, I remember that now. This is actually a Dwarven settlement. It's very, I don't know how you get in there. Okay, so this guy just... That was all we had that we could get out of that, and we can't afford that at the moment. I do want Fire Shield, though, so... What to do, what to do, what to do. We need some money so we can get the fire shield spell. So I don't want to go any further south here. That's the mines that everyone's been talking about. That is like some sort of destroyed town that's now like a Grom outpost. And then you got all this stuff over to the west. I do sort of feel like this is a little town. I do feel like I want to go over there. Or maybe I should do that quest. I feel like I want Fire Shield before I do that quest though. So I think what we'll do is we'll teleport over to here and then we'll start following that road. So that's this one here. Now, I mentioned before that there is a quest that you can do to get necromancy. And I actually remembered just briefly, just this morning, I got up to here and I remembered the quest. Come on.
Watch this. Say hello to death. Let's see.
Right. So. I'm deliberately going to reload that save that I just did there in a second, because what this is this guy has a quest for you. He wants you to find a used hangman's noose, or a piece of rope off a noose. He won't tell you why he wants it, but he needs it for a spell. Now, I seem to remember that this guy is the necromancy trainer. He will train you in necromancy. And either once you have completed this quest, or immediately after you accept the quest to go and get the hangman's noose, you get attacked by guards from somewhere. I don't remember where. That's why I'm going to accept the quest and see if I get attacked.
Who are you to barge into my home like this?
My regrets. I did not mean to. Farewell.
But ultimately, I don't want to be doing the quest.
I was mayhap somewhat hasty, but you startled me. I have need of a bold man.
A bold man, you say? For what purpose, pray?
A minor task. I need a rope which has just been used for a hanging.
Ye gods, why would you need something like that?
No questions means a fine reward. Will you do it?
Now, as I said, I'm not actually going to do it. We're going to roll back the save. I can't remember if you get attacked now or you get attacked later.
Fine, fine. I shall await you here.
This is indeed a strange request.
That is my affair. Just think on the money. If I were a betting man, I would say Gallows Hill. A lot of Groms hung there of late. Farewell.
All right. Yeah, I don't see... Normally you get attacked, a bunch of guards just appear out here. It must be after you bring the noose to him. So you need... Where it is, Grom's Hill is this one here. Gallows Hill is this one over here. I've been there, I've done it. As I said, I don't want to do that. So, it'll be that one there. We'll reload that. I don't want to take the quest. I don't think it matters. I think I could have taken the quest and just not done it, or not bring it back to him or whatever, but...
Who are you to my
It sounds like that.
Nay, not for me. Fresh from the neck.
More's the pity.
That does not...
Farewell.
Onward. Strange that there are no creatures around. Actually, I think there's a cave in that. Oh, speaking of no creatures around.
That's better.
And have a look at this cave. I think there's a cave here. Old Smuggler's Cave. I wonder if there was a quest for it. Because often if there's a quest for it, there'll be nothing in there. Like this cave that we did back over here, which had the bandits in it. Well, we had to go back to the coral and... Actually, I don't think I've told him yet that it's cleared out. Because he's supposed to give me a horse after I've done it. Or did I not do that quest yet?
Let's see. Today wasn't your day.
Anyway, yeah, if there's a quest associated with the location, it will often be deserted until you get the quest, and then you can come back and it will have all of the baddies in it. So that's the Grom camp just down there that we got before, and then we went through those, between those two rocks to find that teleporter that we needed to find. It sure looks like there's going to be somebody in here. But there isn't.
Let's try that.
Okay, we'll upgrade our armor out of that. You know what? This is one of the things that I think is actually interesting about this game. Nothing is lootable unless it's a chest which actually has loot in it. There's not all this other clutter around like every other game has. And, you know, it's like, should I be picking this up or not? Ooh, looky there, a fire staff. Let's upgrade our current fire staff. There we go. Did that add more magicka? It didn't. That's mana. Magicka. Mana. And it didn't. Uh-huh. By upgrading those, they ended up being better than my existing armor. Right, well, I don't know what the deal was there. Let's head back up to this upper road and continue on towards the town. How are we doing for carrying capacity? Oh, plenty. Oh. Hello there, little wolves.
Aha.
Do.
Let's see.
Thought I heard something. wonder if I can get in there and take that banner. Nope.
Look at this.
I mean, I like how even the ground, they show a lot of the grass as being burnt after using the firewall on it. You know, that is groundbreaking for a game from 2007. Skyrim, a game that's 5 years older, did not have anything like that. There was some effects from things like fire and stuff like that, but not on just like the ground.
That's fun.
I think when I was having problems, or saying I was having problems with the fireball spell before, it may have, some of it, not all of it, but some of it may have been due to knockback that I wasn't really noticing properly because I was in first person mode.
Healing powers.
That level up came just in time. Not going to be able to level up any of those. Guess I can put that point into that. Man, that's a lot of wolves. Oh, that's right. I don't remember the full details about this, but that's like some sort of rebel camp or something like that. Plenty of carrying capacity. My mana is slowly regenerating. I feel like it should regenerate quicker when you're getting to higher levels. I mean, you know, with higher willpower, my willpower is 26. It just said that my audio bitrate was 0. I'm like, what? The Rusty something Lodge.
Welcome. I am Holy. Are you one of the Alfron mercenaries, perchance?
I am a mercenary, but I belong to no Alfron.
Oh, do not misunderstand me, stranger. Alfron is the Brotherhood man for this region. He hires mercenaries to send to the Orna mine.
Why?
He hates dwarves. And now that they are in the Orna mine, he believes they will attack us.
Why does he not take Brotherhood warriors then?
He did. But he lost a patrol in the mine. His superiors forbade him to use the Brotherhood for this task. So now he uses mercenaries.
What do you want of me?
My brother was lost in that patrol. I hope he's still alive somewhere in the mine. If you find him, I will be very grateful. In truth? Ah, you're a stout fellow. I will wait.
Do you know anything?
Nay, not much. 'Tis a dwarven mine that has not been used for many years. I am not permitted to I am Brotherhood. Farewell.
But yeah, this is the path up to the mine. The Dwarven mine, anyway.
Welcome, stranger.
That would depend on
Those little swine have crossed the border and are in our mine. I want them kicked back to their own territory.
What little swine?
Nay, dwarves. For 5 years now, we have had peace and quiet because they have stayed on their side of the border. But they are back, and they hang any human they catch on their lands. Now they try to expand their territories, but they have already taken over an old mine nearby. I swear I shall stop them. And that is why I need strong men, soldiers.
This sounds like an army to me. I have no interest in this matter.
Nay, I also need some skilled mercenaries for some other tasks. The mine is northwest of here. It is heavily guarded, so you must try to sneak in.
Do not meddle with my...
He is somewhere inside the mine. I will give you 300 in gold for materials now, and... Who am I to know that? Farewell.
Do you seek me? Did Hargrast send you? He was right. I could not do it.
You mistake me for someone else.
Problem? Nay, He was right. I am not strong enough inside.
Nay, I am not. But what is that you tell me? You wish...
Perchance. But I needed to do something. Anything. My father always said we must bend our backs and look to the soil, because the soil is all we know and all. So I moved to Talmont, as far from my father as possible. I thought...
Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh. Who told you that the life of...
Hargrast arrived here a few months ago with his men. You must have seen them. Tough warriors. Proud. I was sure they would laugh at me or even...
They gave you a test. If you passed it, you were in. Most companies and wandering bands do...
You see this? 'Tis a key. Hargrast gave it to me on that day. He said he would send someone to check if I had used it. I have not used it.
What is it for?
Hargrast said he found an active Dwarven vortex in the ancient temple west of here. This key opens the gate to it.
The reputation of that temple is known to me. I am not surprised you did not use the key. If you cannot give up when you should, you will make a good, dead mercenary.
Aye. It took me a while before I came to terms with that. And the soil. But when I saw you, you know how it can be to abandon your dreams. Anyway, my thanks for lending me your ear. I had to get all that off my chest. If you wish, you may keep...
Aye, if it really is a Dwarven vortex and not something else. I heard there were hardly any in the Dwarven kingdom. Strange that they would leave one of them behind to be found.
Dwarven magic?
Nay, not magic, but some kind of essence that flows through the mountains. The dwarves used to bring their newborn to such places to give them strength and awaken their inborn talents.
I knew it was magic.
If it is true what they say, then it has the power to awake the dormant powers in your body. The effect lasts your whole life long, but it cannot be taken back, and it can be done only once.
I'm glad I did not use that key. It sounds very dangerous.
It must be protected somehow. I doubt that the dwarves would leave their sacred place guarded only by a small key. Methinks I shall try it, if you do not object.
The key was given to me. Now I have given it to you. I do not want it. It reminds me of my weakness.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Okay, that sounds interesting. I've not done that before, that part of the quest. Sort of just wondering if there's any merchants around here.
What do you want?
Sort of had a feeling there was, but
Welcome.
maybe not.
Welcome.
I thought this was a hostile camp. So I guess I'm wrong.
What do you want?
He doesn't have anything else to say to me?
Nothing of any...
I envy you still.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Ah, there you are. Try hard. Farewell.
I'm gonna say there's nothing else here. Let's just check around the back of the building in case there's a chest or something lying around. There is not. I don't think you can actually go into the building. Some of the buildings you can. Oh, look. We actually can go into the building. I must say, one of the other things that is impressive about this game, for a game released in 2007, there is no loading screens as you move between areas. You can go in and out of buildings and all around the world without a loading screen. I mean, sure, you can teleport a lot, which is something that that sort of introduces a loading screen, if you think about it in some ways. But the fact of the matter is, unlike games like Skyrim, where every time you go into a building, it's a scene change and a loading screen. There's none of that.
That's interesting.
The amount of wildlife around does get a little monotonous after a while, but it doesn't respawn, or if it does, it takes a long time.
Look at this. What's that?
I'm going through a lot of potions, but I feel like I can afford it at the moment. Ooh. Ah, bandits.
What a terrible mistake. I must have mistaken you for someone else. Please forgive me.
What might they want?
I'm not letting bandits live, even though they decided that they were afraid of me. What is that? They decided they were afraid of me and were going to let me go. I'm not going to let them sit here and prey on other people. Brute strength chainmail boots. Alright. Okay, let's go to here and drop that. How do I activate it? Actually, maybe I've got to put them... There we go, that's how I've got to do it. Activate it on the bar. Let's head back to here to sell, I think. Ice Bolt. Overpower. Yes, I'm going to finally buy that. Concentration and magic hammer. No, it's not worth it to wear that, even though I probably can't afford to buy it. Well, maybe I can, but it's adding 60 magicka and 2 to dexterity, but I'm going to lose a lot of protection from the armor that I already have. Let's take all of those and that. That wipes out most of my money. That's good. But we've got lots to sell. What is that? Pyrite, get rid of that. Both of those. What's that going to do? No. Come on. I might keep the silver. No. Come on. Back to 2 grand. Wonderful. Let's go back to where we were, finish looting those guys, and continue on.
Let's have a look.
Apprentice Earth Staff, another heal. Don't know that we need that. Oh, actually, we've got stuff to do with our spells anyway. So that's healing 600 hit points, and we currently have a total of 400. So we don't need to add the second heal in. That's good. But what I do want to do is put that in there and then put that in the 4 slot like that. So what that's going to do now, I'm going to hit 3 again. That makes that spell active. But if I want to cast this spell, I'm going to have to hit 4 to put it in the slot if it's not already in there. You'll notice the little X has moved to show that the fire wall spell isn't active, but the overpower is. I can now hit 4 again to activate overpower, and then I can hit 3 to load firewall back into that slot. So if I hit 4 again, it's loading overpower into that spot. So that is good. That is what we wanted. I'm not entirely sure that this is all that great a spell. It doesn't really, like, you can't see it. If you look at the status here, it doesn't change when overpower is active. So you just have to accept the fact. I think actually the way that I could see it, there is show hit info. Let's turn that on. That might just let us know. That's a bandit camp there. That's right, I remember that. I think that's what it is. Oh, actually, maybe it's not. You'll soon. I want to activate that again.
Well met, stranger. You are indeed far from civilization.
I passed this way and that, friend.
Passing to the Brotherhood outpost, perchance?
Aye, perchance.
No need to be so secretive. Anyway, there is nothing here apart from the outpost and the guardhouse below.
As I said, this way and that. And what of you? You do not look like a member of the Brotherhood.
Me? Brotherhood? Nay, I am not one of those slithering scoundrels.
You do not think kindly of them, 'twould seem.
Have you heard the rumors that it is a secret experimental facility? It is true, and the roars are indeed from dragons. I know this because I smuggle the eggs, or I used to at any rate.
Why did you stop?
Because that slimy commander speaks no more to me. Nor did he pay me for my last delivery, the thief. Forsooth, I will kill him for that. Fate has been kind to me. Someone has come to me who can make the command.
Agreed. Where can I...
In the outpost. You cannot expect me to tell you.
I did hope you could...
I must disappoint you. Farewell.
I don't think I want to loot. What is making that noise? It almost sounds like reapers. I see pigs over there. That is bizarre.
Let's have a look.
I'm not sure if I should be looting this chest or not, but
So,
it's here and it's only a easy lock. I was right. I should not have been. There you go. It's activated. What was this stuff? Heals small wounds. Yeah, I'm not going to make it. Probably end up just selling that, actually, because it's... Yeah, anyway, we'll see what happens.
Halt! You can't just walk in here. I am here to speak with the outpost commander. Aye, and I don't drink ale. Verily, I have come to do business with him. I ain't been told about any business, so get off out of here. Oh, if that's the case, I suppose I can make an exception. How does 100 in gold appeal to you? It appeals just enough to get you in, but not enough to make me like you. So do you?
I think that'll do for this episode. Something different streaming on YouTube. I don't know if you're watching this after the fact. Let me know whether you liked it or not. There's not a huge amount of difference between streaming on YouTube and streaming on Twitch, but I know it's going to be a lot easier to upload this to YouTube because it'll just be there. Yes, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I have enjoyed playing this game. I'm still happy with how this is going. I mean, we're building a fairly decent mage character. I just need that fire shield spell and I will be happy for a while anyway. But yes, I'm enjoying this as a different game, and we will see you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye now.